that want to introduce our moderators. Okay.
All right.
Good evening. How are you all tonight? Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. We're so happy to have you all tonight. Thank you. I'm going to introduce our first moderator tonight for the Wekesa Mazimoyo. Wekesa Olatunji Mazimoyo was born in Fayetteville, North Carolina. He was raised between North Carolina and New York City until the age of 17 when he began studying speech communication at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. It was here that he honed the powerful and effective speaking skills that you will experience tonight. Wekesa has developed proven systems, workshops, and speaking series, including the Warriors and Healers series, the Healing Oppressions Wounds Retreat, and the Feel the Flow of Success workshop, all geared toward the collective healing of our people. In 1998, he and his wife, Afia Mazimoyo, co-created Aya Educational Institute, an African-centered school offering full-time and supplementary education to both children and adults for the healing and liberation of African people. Today, he continues to work, advise, and teach as the co-director of Aya Educational Institute, where he will graduate his second group of seniors, which includes me, as the class of Aya 2010. A husband, father, scholar, teacher, and lifelong learner, Wekesa Mazimoyo puts his heart and soul of love for African people into everything he does. Please join me in welcoming our moderator, Wekesa Olatunji Mazimoyo.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
My name is Kwaku Apari, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm here to introduce a very important elder in my life and the lives of many people in this community, Mama Marimba Ani. Mama Marimba Ani is a dedicated first mother and grandmother to her family, and she is a warrior scholar who has dedicated her life to finding the different paradigms and different situations that our people are in, and also the solutions for what we need to do to liberate ourselves, among many others. She has written many books, including Let the Circle Be Unbroken and Yorugu, and has also done many different workshops and articles related to different paradigms, including the Ma'afa Sankofa paradigm, which is a paradigm of our people reclaiming who we are as Africans in a liberated space of our own. One of the main lessons that Mama Marimba has taught me throughout my life and growing up being homeschooled with her materials is that we talk about one God, one aim, one destiny, and a lot of what I've learned from her is in order to have that, we must have one worldview as African people. What do we value? What are those core principles that unite us so that we know that those are the things that we do not compromise in any situation, any scenario? So I would like to welcome tonight Mama Marimba Ani. Give it up. We're not training our replacements. Then what are we doing? We have to train our replacements, okay? Get out of the way and support them. So glad to be here with you this evening on such a wonderful, wonderful occasion. And y'all, it's time to rock and roll. The house is full, the energy is full. Somebody said earlier, well, y'all gonna be able to handle this topic? This stuff is hot. This is spirituality. And I said, I love energy. Yeah. Give me energy over death. If I got to raise the dead, and that's how it works. Okay? But just manipulating energy, working with the energy, I can do that. We can do that. Of course, with this team here, we can do anything. So let's just get right to it. You promised that we'd have the panelists introduce themselves. A couple of ground rules.
Some of you see me moderate before, if you haven't. We're going to get as much interaction as we can get up here and here. Every panelist will not be able to respond to every question. Y'all got that? Okay, we're going to just do it. And is it going to be fair? No. It'll be as fair as we can make it under circumstances. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it's going to be unfair in the sense of we're picking one group over another, but just invariably, given the time, given the complexity, what we hope is that we all get a taste and we get a feel, and we get to be together with some community and some energy. Will I be able to pick on will we be able to choose everybody who got something to say out here? No, it won't happen like that. We'll do the best we can, okay? And so we want you to go with that. You've been told by Noni that there's a place for announcements. And there will be a place for announcements. We promise that. We value that. Okay? We're not like the folks that don't put stuff out in the cars. That's up to them other folks. We are, however, if you try to start making your announcements and grandstanding your organization while you're asking a question or answering a question, I will shut you down. And I will ask other communities to support me doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Ask questions to this panel, speak to the issue, speak your heart. But if you try to do your own advertising out of context, we're gonna shut it down. That's not the place for it, okay? We don't want this to be, we want a place where we hear and we listen and we ask these sincere questions that'll help us come to some realization and understanding. It is not the time. During the advertising time, during the announcement time, you got your 2 minutes to run it, just like you want to run it. Okay? Okay. All right, that's some of the ground rules. Now, let's have the panelists please introduce yourselves. Now, what we want to do is, please don't give us this long version, okay? Give us the powerful version. You got 2 minutes, okay, to introduce yourselves and do the best you can in 2 minutes. We're going to cycle it back around, and then we'll have questions that we can roll. Is that agreement? We got some agreement here? All right, great. Let's roll it. Let's start.
Mike's on the table.
My name is Total Sossaner. I am the child of Beatrice Bryce Johnson and Jesse Johnson Sr. I'm the father of my replacement, your son Johnson. We are the followers of Voodoo by tradition. I said,
And you came out of all been a movement.
yes.
I am my son, Ajimako. I'm the son of Baba Tosu Tosu Soleil. I am representing the Ifa and also the Vodou as well as Orisha traditions in terms of African religion.
Peace to my family that's gathered here tonight. My name is Lord Reveal Infinite Allah. I'm a minister with the Nation of Gods and Earths, and this is what I've been doing for most of my life since I was 14 years of age. My name is Lord Reveal Infinite Allah.
Islam. My name is Bobby Sheikh Patrick Bay from the Divine and National Movement of North America Incorporated, Baltimore, Maryland.
Shalom. My name is Tarabi Da. I am a member of the African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem, representing the largest group of African Americans, having lived outside of this part of America for over 40 years.
Good afternoon. First of all, let me apologize. Pastor Derek Rice actually is at another event doing some fundraising, so he called me as I was passing 20 and asked me to come, but I'm Kenyatta Bush, representing Sankofa United Church of Christ.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Desmond Muhammad. I'm in the Nation of Islam, Mosque number 15 here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm representing Brother Abdul Sharif Muhammad. He's the Southern Regional Representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Nana Afia Sunkwa, daughter of Leela Carter Brown and Early D. Monroe Sr. And I am here representing